Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Shayda Campbell. In today's video, we are going to set up our traveler's notebook. Now, this beautiful journal was sent to me by the Adventure Journal shop on Etsy, and they are sponsoring today's video. And if you're coming here from Adventure Journals, hey! So half the fun of having one of these gorgeous, lovely journals is doing the full setup and of course using it afterwards. So in today's video, we are going to go through the entire setup, and then I'm going to try to give you some fun, simple ideas for how you can use yours. So let's get started. The Traveler's Notebooks are these completely customizable notebooks that can be whatever you want them to be: a planner, a bullet journal, an art journal, a diary, a date book. They come with these gorgeous leather covers, and then you customize them with inserts made of all these different Japanese papers. Now, before we get started, I want to say thank you to the Adventure Journals shop on Etsy. Thanks to them, we're giving away everything you need to start your own Traveler's Notebook. So look for that giveaway later in the video. I want to start today's video by showing you how to set up your journal, and I have mine here, and you can see when I take it out of the box, it's just this gorgeous leather cover. The more you use it, the more beautiful it becomes. It's that nice raw leather that scratches and wears beautifully over time, which I just love. So when you open your notebook, you'll notice, well, first of all, there's a little string that's your bookmark. We'll just put that out of the way, and then this elastic that runs down the center, that's what holds the inserts in the journal cover, and it makes it very customizable because you can just slip them out. The journal also comes with one insert, nice blank Japanese paper, and then these are the other inserts. So you can see one's a calendar, one is craft paper, which I love. There's like a nice little folder here that would be great for holding ticket stubs or subway tokens or whatever. And then there's some plastic inserts, so you could keep business cards, credit cards even. This could be your date book, right? Your whole wallet and everything could go in here. So the first one I want to insert is the calendar, because I want that right at the front. And all I have to do is open it to the middle page where the staples are, the booklet that is, and then I slip it under that elastic that's in the middle. So inserting one booklet, very simple. You want to make sure that it's right side up, because they do have sort of a little cover page, although if you put it in upside down, not a big deal. So now let's add a second booklet. So I'm adding a grid booklet next, because I like keeping lists on grid paper. I don't like ruled paper, but I love grid paper, whether it's a dot grid or squares. So all I do is I place them side by side, then I'm grabbing another elastic, give it a little stretch, and then I want to make sure they're both open to the very middle, and I just place that elastic down the center like so. And you can see now they're all held in place in my beautiful brown leather cover. Now it's fine to have two inserts in there, but what if I want to add some of these plastic pouches, because they're kind of nice to have? Well, all I have to do is we'll just take things back a step. I'm going to take out the grid booklet, wrap it in that sort of packet, and then I can insert it the same way, where I open them both to the middle page, put the elastic on them, and now not only have I inserted two booklets, but I also have a nice little zip-up pouch in there as well. Next, I'm adding the craft paper. You can see it's upside down. Want to make sure it's right side up. So I've got my craft paper insert. It's going to be for nature sketches. And so I'm going to grab that little manila folder, and I will put that around the craft paper booklet. That way I'm getting more function. And what I wanted to be able to do there is actually keep little flowers and things that I want to bring home and dry in my flower press. So I open the booklet to the middle, put the elastic around, and then I'm just going to take that rubber band and put it around the outside cover as well. So in that way, I'm able to add even more inserts, and you can see how that's on the outside, and it matches quite nicely. And the journal's getting quite full. I have all these beautiful paper inserts, and these are all different paper weights. They're Japanese paper. Some are for drawing on, so they're a little thicker. Some are thinner. As you can see, some are diaries, some are lined. So you have a lot of choice. And then for my very last thing here, I've got some more plastic pouches. I've wrapped that again around my blank paper pocket, and then I'm gathering everything right in the middle. So you want to open both of those booklets to their middle, just as we did the first time, and wrap the elastic around. And in that way, I've added 4 inserts and 3 different pouches and folders, the 2 plastic ones and the manila one, and I've only used a couple elastics. And you can see they're just in the middle there. I've got a nice pouch. I can keep stamps and postcards and money in there if I want to. I have my diary in the front, then my grid, another pocket, my manila folder, which is really nice for putting like little flowers or whatever I find on my walks in. Got my craft paper, which I love drawing on. And then in the back, I just have a nice blank paper, as well as these sort of credit card or business card inserts. So it's highly functional. Now I also have some little stickers that you can purchase, and these are great. They stick really, really well to the leather. So for the front and back inside cover, and I just peel that off and then carefully place it. I'm placing this one on the back because this large pocket, this sticky pocket, it can actually hold another insert. So that's why I want it at the back. So it will just be sort of a, if I do want to keep another insert in there for when I'm away from home or whatever, that's nicely sort of tucked away at the back of the booklet. And of course, you can tuck that extra insert in that pocket whichever way you like. And then let's talk about putting some stickers in the front here. I've also got these nice little ones, and you can put multiples on the front cover. I'm going to put this one right at the bottom. It's perfect for holding my business cards, which I'm always forgetting to take with me. So that's really nice. And then I'm just going to add one of these. There is room for all 3 of them, and they're just nice for holding, again, like ticket stubs or receipts, whatever you need to carry with you. And then the last thing we're going to do here, this is so fun, it's like putting together Lego but like stationery, is we're just going to add this pen clip, and it just easily clips on, sort of slides right onto the back cover. You can put a pen or a pencil in there, and then that's it, we're all set up. If you already own a traveler's notebook, I hope you now feel like you could kind of set it up yourself. And if you don't, I should also mention that the beautiful leather covers come in this dark brown, as well as black and a camel color, which is like a caramel. So now if you're interested, we can talk setup a little bit and how I'm using mine and how you can use yours. As I mentioned, I have my calendar right at the front because this is something I'm going to take with me everywhere, and I just want to always have it. That way I can keep my receipts, I can have stamps with me, and I can definitely have my calendar with me because I've never gotten quite used to keeping my date book in my phone, although I do use my phone for a lot. So you can see I have my May calendar there, and then I'm going to set up the June calendar. The calendar pages are completely blank, which I really like because you can decide, do you like having the Saturday, Sunday split on both ends, or do you like having them together and starting the week with Monday? So that's totally up to you, and you can just put in the dates for every month. And as I mentioned as well in the setup, all of the notebooks or inserts have little sort of cover pages, and that's really nice. If you don't put them upside down, you can put your sort of title. So my grid is like Shayda's to-do list, and it's just sort of nice to label stuff. I don't know, if you're like me, you love labeling stuff. Organization, key. As I mentioned as well in the setup, I'm using my craft paper insert for this beautiful little nature journal, just something very personal and fun. I'm going to dry flowers and sketch them, or just sketch the flowers of summer. So as I said, I'm going around to my neighbors' gardens, stealing flowers, keeping them in the manila folder. Just kidding. These are off my own balcony, but it does present a nice little folder if I want to collect from the woods. I can sort of tuck them in there. Then I've brought them home, dried them in my flower press. If you don't have a flower press, you can also dry flowers with an iron between sheets of newsprint, plain newsprint. So if you're into flower drying like I am, you're cool. And it makes a nice element to add to your art journal or to make a nature journal, as I'm doing here. You can use spray adhesive to put those flowers in your journal, or just using a little piece of washi tape. I don't really want to fuss around with the spray adhesive all the the time. So it's just a sort of a casual way to add those flowers, and I've labeled them flowers of spring, and then I'm just going to do a very sort of quick sketch of some of my flowers here. And so this is just sort of how I'm setting up and starting my nature journal. I've got a title at the beginning, and then I'm just going to do these pages where I have my pressed flowers on the one side and then just like a quick little pen and ink sketch on the other. But you could set up your nature journal any which way. You don't have to press the flowers. You could just do the sketches. You could do color sketches, little pencil crayon, something. So that's just one idea of one way that you could use these beautiful paper inserts. I have to say I'm excited to keep a little bit of a nature journal this summer. It's just something I can do just for myself. So let's take a little flip through here. You can see I've got all these beautiful inserts, and right in the back I have that plain art paper. So I'm just going to put a clip in place, and in the back here, this is going to be my art journal. And if you're familiar with my YouTube channel, you know that we do a lot of bullet journaling, but I've never really done an art journaling video. So I thought, let's do a little art journal page. And art journaling, of course, is just whatever you want it to be. It can be sketching or putting quotes, or it can be for your poems. But what I want to do is create sort of a title page for my art journal here. So you can see I've crinkled up some craft paper, and then I've ripped it on all sides to create what's going to be this sort of fun title block, and I just want to get it sort of just the right size there so that I can put one word in it, and by crinkling it, I've given it a nice texture. So just an idea. I'm going to use a glue stick to stick it in here on the first page in my art journal. And what I want to do is add some more pressed flowers, very into pressed flowers lately. So these are some that I pressed last year, some Dusty Miller, and I'm just going to sort of place them just so, and I will end up gluing them in as well. But then what I'm going to do is on the craft paper, I want to write my word for 2018. And this is something that I've seen on Instagram a lot. And I think it's a great idea to make a word for your year, and you sort of set an intention, or you kind of accept what your year is if you're not setting an intention. But my word for 2018 is movement. This is not my year of planning or dreaming. This is my year of doing. So the word is movement. And yeah, I've started an art journal, a nature journal, and I'm also going to use this for a bullet journal because the customizable nature of these traveler's notebooks makes them great for all of that, as well as a date book and a planner and a diary. And remember, you can get all of the genuine covers and inserts from the Etsy shop called Adventure Journals. And it is thanks to them that we have this fabulous giveaway. So if you would like to win this amazing prize that includes the genuine leather cover and the pen loop and the elastic bands and the inserts, all you have to do is click the link in the video description. There are lots of ways to enter. International entries are welcome. Giveaway closes Friday, June 15th, and the winner will be notified by email. Good luck, guys! Well, thank you so much for watching today. If you're interested in the Traveler's Notebooks like I am, check the video description for the link to the Adventure Journals Etsy shop. Take a little look around, look at the journals, purchase one for yourself perhaps, and I will see you next week with a new video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.